So if I told you that I compared three battery-powered speakers, the Electro-Voice Everse 8, the Yorkville EXM Mobile 12, and the LD Systems Maui 5 Go, is that something you'd be interested in watching? Well, guess what? We did it, and we're going to check it out right now. What's going on, everybody? Justin Schwartz here, coming at you as always from the lovely DJs Guru studio, and today we are comparing three battery-powered speakers: the Electro-Voice Everse 8, the Yorkville EXM Mobile 12, and the LD Systems Maui 5 Go. Why do we choose these three? Well, because they're actually very different, and they're in a fairly comparable price point, ranging from $749 up to about $1,000. And we thought, because they are all both unique in their design, let's take a look at what they do, what they can do when we actually get them out and do a demo on them. And then with that information, you can kind of decide which is going to be the best fit for you. And that's what we're always trying to do here at the DJs Guru: help DJs and performers basically just find what's best for them in the mess of all the equipment and information that is out there. So before we get on to talking about features and specs of these speakers, please check us out at thedjsguru.com. Tons of content and past videos on that page. Also, make sure you subscribe to our page here to keep following everything that we're doing here. And if you like this video, please give it a like, all right? Thanks so much. We always appreciate that. Now, let's talk about features and specs. All right, so Everse 8 we're going to talk about first. And this is the smallest of the three that we're going to discuss. It is a two-way with an 8-inch woofer, comes in either black or white, has a very unique feature set, 100 by 100 coverage pattern, so extremely wide, extremely balanced, and that's going to help to give you really, really even coverage. It's up to a 12-hour battery with a max SPL of 121, so it gets fairly loud for a speaker of this size and being battery powered. Now, some of the really cool and unique features that Everse 8 has that I haven't seen really anything else out there with, has IP43 weatherized design, which basically means that no, you can't submerge it in water. It's not designed to be, hanging out for 3 days or 4 days, in a monsoon. But if you're doing a gig and you get a little wet, little dust gets on it, it's going to be okay. You don't have to worry about it. And it actually has some weatherproof designs built in, which is very cool. First time I've seen that on a product like this. Also, another really thoughtful thing that Electro-Voice did was they added a 12-volt power jack to the speaker. So what that's going to allow you to do is power Electro-Voice microphones and anything else that has a 12-volt power adapter. And you can actually power the microphone from your battery-powered speaker. So if you're out there and you're doing an event or a gig and you have zero power, now you don't have to worry about it at all. And with the additional accessories like the shelf and the additional battery, you have even more flexibility when you have no power. So really cool design when it comes to the flexibility of this. Now, Dynacord, if you've heard of Dynacord and Electro-Voice, owned by the same company, and they integrate a lot of their products. Dynacord makes amazing mixers, and in this Everse 8, you have a Dynacord 4-channel mixer with 48-volt phantom power. So for musicians with your condenser mics, actually power that right from the mixer as well. And then Electro-Voice has a really, really great quick smart application that will allow you to control the speaker, EQing, and of course Bluetooth as well, wirelessly right from your smartphone. Now, let's check out the EXM Mobile 12 and see the specs and features on that. All right, EXM Mobile 12, it is bigger than the Everse 8. It is a two-way just like it, but it has a 12-inch woofer. And it has a 90 by 30 coverage pattern, so not as wide, more direct, more traditional to a standard two-way or professional sound system. You've got a max SPL of actually 126 on EXM Mobile 12, so I'm interested to hear if I'm going to see that 5 dB jump from the Everse 8. The battery is up to 5.5 hour minimum on the battery, and you could get more than that as far as what the specs are saying. 3-channel mixer with effects processor built in, plus Bluetooth streaming, and this actually weighs in at 35 pounds. So I'm interested to hear what this one sounds like. Probably the one that I've heard about the least and have heard people talking about the least. So I'm very interested to hear, because I've heard so many great things and I've always loved the sound and quality of Yorkville speakers, which made in Canada, by the way. Very cool. All right, next we're going to talk, and last we're going to talk about the LD Systems Maui 5 Go. Lastly, we're going to talk about features and specs of the LD Systems Maui 5 Go, and this is the Go, not the Go 100. The difference is the Maui 5 Go actually has a more powerful and a longer lasting battery. Pretty much the same though, other than that. Now, it is the only portable column array, battery powered portable column array that we're going to talk about here. It's not a two-way, which is going to give you a different look. You don't have to worry about speaker poles. It is a self-sustaining system, and really, really nice looking as well. So differences aesthetically right off the bat. So it's a portable column array system with 4 3-inch full-range speakers and an 8-inch subwoofer with a max SPL of about 120. This has a 4-channel mixer built in with stereo Bluetooth, and it comes in at about 29 pounds. When you have a portable column array and you have smaller full-range speakers with more of them, you're generally going to get a little bit more of an intricate sound. So I'm interested to hear what that is and how the difference is, where it's less dynamic, a little bit more intricate and balanced compared to the other two. So I'm really interested in hearing these. Let's get them outside and we'll see and hear what we hear. All right, we got the Everse 8 from EV, Electro-Voice. We got the Yorkville EXM Mobile 12 set up, and the LD Systems Maui 5 Go. We're gonna do the same song. I've kind of optimized these speakers to be as loud as they could be without redlining. We'll hear what we hear. So let's start off with the Everse 8. Now I'm gonna kind of just demo these in a way that you would use them, right? You're not really looking for main level dynamic crazy sound. You're trying to get portability and convenience, right? That's the main thing with these battery powered speakers. So let's hear it and we'll say how it sounds. Everse 8 is at 121 dB for a battery powered speaker. Pretty good. So far the Everse 8's pretty good, and price point, everything that's included in that, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with it so far. Let's go hear the EXM Mobile 12. All right, we're gonna do the Yorkville EXM Mobile 12 now. Again, larger, it's a bit more expensive. We talked about all the differences earlier, but now let's hear it. And I would expect for it to be louder, but how much louder and how much better will it sound? We'll see. Or will it even sound better? That's a good question. We're gonna find out. Here we go. Okay, it's definitely louder. I can tell immediately. You guys might be able to as well. Okay, yeah. It's pretty significant because I'm speaking a lot louder than I just was.
What? 2, 3.
Bad. Definitely louder. Definitely more overall sound. I'm pretty impressed, I gotta say. Alright. Yorkville EXM Mobile 12. Alright, last but not least, we got the LD Systems Maui 5 Go. Not the 100, the Go. Regular Go. And this is a battery-powered portable column array, so totally different, not on a pole, obviously. Everything is separate. So here we go. Same song. Again, we optimized this to be as loud as it could go without clipping. Right off the bat, output is not as much as that Yorkville, but sounds about like the Everse 8. But I feel the bass because it's on the ground, right? About the same distance as I have been. This is in a stereo mode right now. Nice and even, balanced. But the sound, I have to say, pretty impressed. Try another song. All right, we're gonna do the LD Systems Maui 5 Go again. Different song, here we go. Very clean. Output is good. No distortion, very balanced. Not smacking me in the face for sure, but in the environment that you're going to use a speaker like this, I think it would be really good because I want to be able to speak, right? I want to have a conversation at a cocktail or a cocktail-style party where you want more background music, and maybe you're running sound or you're doing some sort of other type of entertainment in the events world. A great tool.
Yeah.
That vocal came in really nice, so I'm impressed. Let's hear the EXM Mobile 12 again. All right, EXM Mobile 12 from Yorkville, song number 2. Man, the thing comes right at you. It's loud. Wow. You hear that, right? Woo. I'm way farther out, too. This thing sounds more like a... All right. That's where you hear it, when everything comes in together. It starts to kind of distort. Not say distort, but everything gets compressed. And it sounds good. Don't get me wrong, it's clean. But it's just the output. Very impressive. All right, Everse 8. All right, last but not least, let's do the Electro-Voice Everse 8 again. Again, the least expensive of the 3 by at least $200. So again, you would expect it to perform not as well as the other 2 because the cost is lower, but it has done well so far. Let's hear it on the last song and comparatively to the other 2. Here we go. So the output is not as much as the other 2. Definitely not as much as the Yorkville. It still sounds good. Now, after hearing it after those other 2 in that reverse order now, right? You kind of hear the drop-off. Still very good. If I was doing this as a standalone review, I would be happy with it, right? For the price point, for everything that it comes with. When I compare it to 2 more expensive items, though, you have to be fair, right? You would expect this, and my expectation is it $200 less as far as the output, if this is what you need. Hard to say. I can't answer that for everybody. All right, everybody. So we're back. What did you think? I have to tell you that they were all very impressive for what I have seen going back. And these were all dreams and things that we wish we could have had 10, 15 years ago at this type of a price point, and now it's here, and it's just pretty incredible what these 3 speakers all were able to do. When you compare them though to each other, there are some interesting things that I found. So the first thing I will say is, and just kind of going through the list here, Everse 8, very impressed with that at the price point for everything that it does, all the features, all the different specs that it has, and the flexibility of everything that we talked about earlier. At the size, at 17 pounds, I have to say that it is definitely a winner. It wasn't the best sounding of the 3, of course not at the least expensive, so I wouldn't have expected that, but it's definitely one that checks almost every box and is going to give you enough sound where you're going to be able to do most of your private event jobs in smaller situations. So again, if you need more than that and you love the feature set, you get a second one. I've seen people already do that. So Everse 8, I was impressed with it. Definitely very, very cool option and something that we would highly recommend to mobile DJs, event professionals really of all kind, and someone that just really wants to maximize portability and value for a battery-powered speaker like this. Next, EXM Mobile 12. Whoa, that sound was incredible. By far, the best sounding of the three and most dynamic. I mean, it really sounded to me almost like it was plugged in. It was very, very impressive. Now, it's also the heaviest. It's also at the top of the list as far as price. And, you know, it's not going to check every single box for someone that may not need all that sound. So the idea is to figure out what's the most important thing, and that's kind of why we did this type of a video, to say, all right, well, yeah, Everse 8 and EXM Mobile 12 are totally different, but what's more important to me? Do I want better sound, or do I want these additional features with a little less sound where it's going to help me in that way? So that's for you to decide. But as far as the sound quality and the overall use and design and quality of this thing, super impressive, and really, definitely EXM Mobile 12. If you haven't heard about it before, you should definitely check it out. And lastly, the LD Systems Maui 5 Go. Now, I had done a review on this one previously and was very impressed with it, but to get it out against these two and kind of compare them, not that this is a versus type thing, but it's more of, all right, these are three speakers and let's see what they do and show you. So LD Systems Maui 5 Go, I gotta tell you, I was impressed with the sound. I didn't think it was gonna perform as even to those other two that it did. I love the fact that it's self-sustaining. You don't need a speaker tripod or anything like that. One thing also we'll point out is you wanna make sure the Maui 5 Go, you have it on as flat and as sturdy of a surface as possible, because you have essentially four pieces that are all kind of stacked together without anything else, and everything is connected with pressure. So the flatter that it can be and the more even, the better it's going to be and the more sturdy it's going to be. So keep that in mind for future. But overall, I was impressed with the output, with the overall balance of the sound, and I thought that it really did compare to the other two, but checks other boxes as far as the look, the design of it, and the fact, again, that you can basically just put it out there, one or two of them, and have a full system without having to bring anything else. And if you're only going to be playing from your phone or something like that, really does make it very, very easy to get some really good quality professional sound in a small space without having to really invest too much time and energy into doing it. So Maui 5 Go, available in black and white, very cool. And I gotta tell you, I loved all three of these, so I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. But the idea, again, is to figure out which one works best for you. So if you're a DJ, this one might work better for you. If you are a musician or in a band or any type of performer, just a singer, maybe the Maui 5 Go makes more sense for you. But the choice is up to you. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to us at thedjsguru.com. There are links in the description. If you want to learn more about these products, you can certainly do that. And want to thank everybody for watching. We always appreciate it and hope that we were able to assist you today and give you some great knowledge. So thank you as always, and like I always like to say, we will see you on the flip side. Take care, everybody. Bye.